Yvonne, please call me back. Please, I love you. I'm so sorry about last night. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'll be at the house in 5 minutes tops. Please call me back. Please don't leave at least. Please stay at home. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Promise. I love you.
Okay, the plot thickens here. Now, this is where, I mean, we've already seen, and I don't want to give away anything, but now we see the real connection here because no one got that at first. There was a level of being frantic that I think we got. How many times did you have to shoot that scene?
I was willing to do it 1,000 times just to get it right, but I think we did it maybe 10 times.
Well, we shot in different angles as well, so it was a lot of scenes recorded, but like what, 3-4 different positions, 3-4 different takes, so about 10 to 12.
Something like that, yeah.
And did you find, Billy, that Jonas brought that sense of urgency to each scene?
Yeah, when I got his face on the camera, yeah. I really got to say about these guys, you know, when they first came into the audition, and I think I said this already to Gabby, me and my casting associate, we were watching her at home on tape, and I was like, yup, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, she got it, you know, and you kind of made me cry because that was my first actually seeing my words in action, you know, and as a writer to see someone grip it and embrace it and become it is such a feeling, and that was my first take, and she was asking a lot of questions, and that made me even eager to work with her because she was willing to take it to the next level, and I went like, oh yeah, I want to see what else she can bring, you know. It was exciting. She really brought that from day one, you know, so I'm like, if she coming like that, then they got some work to do, you know, so they made it very, very, like, enjoyable. I have to say that. Well, as soon as I saw her, yep, that's my Yvonne.
Well, I think everybody obviously stepped up to the plate in this. And I'd like us to look at one more clip. SAUDIA played the successful love interest of Nick. Now, this clip is a turning point for Yvonne. Let's take a look.
Hey, babe, it's me. I'm really sorry about last night. I just want to talk to you and hope we can work things out. So give me a call back when you get this message.
Wow. Now, the thing is, in watching this, though, is it's silent. It's all emotion. You know, where were you drawing from? Where were you going with this?
From day one with the audition, well, Billy, she let me know that it was like going to be strong improv. So I knew that I had to bring like more emotion just through facial and body expressions than words.
Which you
So
did.
I kept that in mind the whole time we were shooting. And when she called me and told me and I got the whole script, I just put my whole mindset in Yvonne. So I really felt how I would feel if I saw, you know, my boyfriend leaving from another woman's house. So I just played on that, and I hope it worked out well.
Well, I have a question that in looking at that scene, which I thought was really interesting because it really was nonverbal. It was just a lot of emotion. Were you guys actually watching each other during the filming process? No, you weren't.
No,
that's
because I took it
interesting.
in different, like I said, different shots, different positions, and so they could be in the house eating breakfast while we're on the street with her, or you know, she in doing makeup while I have him running down the block and what have you. So it was just a order of positions, I wanted everything shot, you know.
And I
so.
think a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people think that when you're filming in a straight line.
Right.
And that's not the case. You can film the last piece of it, the final piece of it first. And then everything else follows, which I think is a testament to all of you. So actually directing this to the group, what did you feel after you did the audition? How did you each one of you feel? Jonas, let's start with you.
Well, that was actually the first time I've been like late for an audition at all.
Oh.
And I think it was only like 2 or 3 minutes, but it was
Yeah.
still, and I called ahead and, you know, it was at the library in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and I called ahead and said, please tell him that Mr. Garberg is going to be there as soon as possible, jumped in a taxi, and I'm not going to explain what happened before that, but it was my first time.
That's another film.
So I got in and I apologized as much as I can, maybe a little bit too much, and then, you know, Billy was having a break, so I felt like, I kind of like she's taking a break just to show how serious this is. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait out here then, I guess. But we had the audition, and because I was so stressed, I wasn't really sure how she wanted it, but she explained it to me. We did some different readings, and I don't know how I felt at that moment, but I think we both felt that we started just talking, you know, as people and filming it, and I showed her some tattoos because I was concerned. You know,
Yeah.
it said partial nudity in the casting call.
Partial.
Yes, partial nudity.
Partial.
So I told her about that, and we just started talking and relaxing a bit more.
Right.
And then I think we read again, and it made me feel better. But I still went away with the feeling that, like, oh, I messed up. And,
Well, for him, in Jonah's defense, the second reading is what got it for him. You know, because when he, like, all the urgency that was going on with him, I didn't know all of that. All I know is he was late, you know, so,
Right.
and plus when he came and I was on a break. So when he read the first time, I'm like, okay, he had time to prepare, but he over-prepared because I saw it. It came across screen, it came across my script, you know. So we got to talking. I'm like, let me see his personality. And when he started to open up, it's like a whole new person was on that camera. And then he read again. I'm like, yes, okay, now he's embracing it. Oh, he's workable, you know. So it was he had to relax and take a deep breath and, you know, just get all that urgency out his head and, you know, drink some water, and he was fine.
Well, I think that's one of the things too that's really great about indie shorts and underground film is that there is more of an option to actually get to talk to the actors. Yvonne, how did you feel when you finished reading for the audition?
Actually, when I auditioned, I didn't read for Yvonne. I read the secretary.
Oh!
I didn't
okay.
read for the role of the secretary, but because Yvonne's role was more improv, she just, you know, really needed to know how it would sound on camera, and so I read for that. I was relaxed at the audition because Billy was relaxed.
Okay.
at the audition.
The truth.
No.
And there was no one, I think there was no one else there, so it was kind of like
Tatiana on camera.
waiting to audition.
Yeah.
So I was,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right, yeah.
And so I went in and read that part, and you know, we talked a little after, and then she called me the next day, and I was really excited. It's funny because people were calling me like, "How'd the audition go? How the, you know?" So it was almost like
Because a lot
people knew
of
that,
people-
you know, I knew people knew that I was going to audition for it, and I was excited about it from the casting, what was listed.
Okay.
So I think that's why people were inquiring, like, did you get it? Because they knew it was something I really wanted. And I remember in the audition, you said, like, you wanted it to be a great, and I'm like, and it will be. I remember I'm like, and it will be great. It will be successful. It will be. So we were having that type of dialogue. So
Okay.
it was comfortable. It was
Right.
comfortable.
Well, then, Sandy, now, it seems like, did everyone audition by themselves? Were there
Yes.
other people? So how did you feel going in? I mean, you had an inkling about what was going on. Or was it the first time that you actually saw the script?